Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down how the Plasm Protocol actually defends its price. And let me tell you, it is not what you think. If you've heard anything about a massive war chest, just forget it. The real system is way, way smarter. This right here is the single biggest misconception out there. People see this huge number in the vault, and they just assume it's a giant pile of cash ready to buy up tokens when things get rough. We're here today to completely dismantle that idea and show you what's really happening behind the curtain.
Okay, first things first. To really get how the defense works, we have to understand the battlefield. And honestly, the best way to visualize the entire token supply is to think of it like a giant iceberg.
So check this out. Most of the supply is locked up and not going anywhere fast. You've got the huge ice portion. That's all staked, frozen solid. Then there's the ocean, which is the liquidity pool that surrounds it and kind of absorbs shocks. And steam, well, that's what's already been burned. It's gone forever. But the real danger, the part that can move super fast and cause damage, is this tiny little highlighted slice. Yep, this 5%, this is the liquid supply, the slush, that can be sold on the market at any given moment. It's this small, fast-moving bit that creates pretty much all the downward price pressure. So, as you can imagine, the entire defense system is designed to target and manage this slush.
All right, now let's get to the good stuff. Where does the ammunition for this defense actually come from? And here is the big reveal. It is not the vault. The vault is just the starting point of the whole process. Think of it like this, okay? Protocol revenue flows into the vault, sure, but the vault is just a seed fund. That seed gets planted into bonds. Those bonds then grow fruit, which is the yield. And get this, that yield is the only money the defense system can actually use. It's the ammo that loads the weapons. We survive on the daily fruit, not by digging up the seed.
So we've got our ammo. We know it comes from the yield. But, having ammo is pretty useless without a weapon and a way to deliver it. So how does the protocol actually deploy these funds to defend the price?
And this brings us to the real heroes of the system, the Spigots. This is the protocol's automated defense mechanism, and it's designed for precision, not for brute force. It's pretty slick.
Now this is crucial. The Spigots are not a fire hose. They don't just dump all the money at once. That would cause these insane, unsustainable price spikes. Instead, they're designed to drip funds, slowly, methodically. We're talking about $2 every 10 minutes. It's all about controlled, sustainable support. And they have two primary ways they can operate.
The first tool in its arsenal is buy and burn. This is the most straightforward approach, and it's all about reducing the total supply to make every single remaining token more valuable. You can see on screen now the Spigot dial is turning towards the burn bucket.
This illustrates it perfectly. Just watch this animation. A coin, which represents the yield, drips from the spigot. It's used to buy a Plasm token right off the open market, and then it falls into the burn bucket, where it just instantly vaporizes into steam. You can even see the total supply counter on the screen ticking down. It's simple, it's effective, and it is permanent.
The second strategy, though, is not about scarcity. It's all about creating strength and stability. And this is by far the most misunderstood part of the entire defense system. It's called buy and build. Okay, pay close attention to this one. The Spigot still buys plasm from the market, but instead of destroying it, it pairs that plasm with cash and deposits both into the liquidity pool, into the ocean. You can see the water level in the pool rising in the animation. So the crucial point here is this. This is not refilling the vault, it's deepening the ocean.
And here's exactly why that matters so much. Building liquidity makes the price way more resilient. On the left, you see a cannonball, let's say that's a big sell order, hitting a shallow pool. The price impact is huge. Water goes flying everywhere. But on the right, that same cannonball hits a deep pool. It's absorbed with just a little ripple. The price barely moves. Deeper liquidity means greater stability. Simple as that.
So the protocol has two really powerful tools at its disposal, and this brings us to the most important question: which one do you use and when? It's a constant strategic choice between two very different but equally important goals.
The strategic logic is actually pretty straightforward. You use the burn function when the goal is to increase scarcity and drive up the fundamental long-term value of each token. And you use the build function when the goal is immediate price stability, making the token harder to crash right now by absorbing sell pressure.
So if you take just one thing away from this explainer, please let it be this. Build does not mean refilling the vault.
It means deepening the liquidity ocean to make the price more stable. And this leaves every token holder with the same constant critical question the protocol itself has to answer every single day. What does the system need more of right now? Scarcity or stability?